Hi. Hi, friend. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome here for the first time. My name is beebishay, and I am so excited to bring you the very first long form video of 2024. And I originally wanted this video to come out in December of 2023, but for logistical reasons, I couldn't do that. More on that in a teeny weeny little bit. But the topic of today's video is my favorite, the bullet journal method, or the bullet journal video of 2024. So this is actually part one of a two-part series that I'm making. Part one, so for today, I'm just gonna show you the bullet journal that I chose specifically, and I'm gonna tell you why I chose it and everything. And then in the following video, I'm gonna kind of break down my setup for 2024, and yeah, it'll be more in depth in that way. So without any further ado, my bullet journal of 2024 is the bullet journal by Leuchtturm1917. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Leuchtturm. You know what I mean? It's easier to just say it wrong, but say it confidently. Okay, so anyway, the reason why I couldn't film this video when I wanted to was because I live in Egypt and we are having a little importation catastrophe where all bookstores are out of the notebooks that I usually like to use and stuff. So I had to wait for my parents to come back from Germany and bring this one with them. So last year I used, and normally I use the Moleskine, just any dotted journal will do, just by the way. So any dotted journal, some people even like using grid journals. They all work, but I've been using the Moleskine for years now, loving it. But this year I just decided to get the actual bullet journal. So it's in collaboration with Leuchtturm, the actual official bullet journal people, Ryder Carroll, I believe is his name, partnered with Leuchtturm for this journal. Now, you could ask, why would you choose to go for this one? Well, even though any dotted journal can work, I found, after doing my research, I found that this has a few perks that actually could help you if this is your very first bullet journal ever, okay? And I'll get into that in a second, but just a brief intro on the concept of bullet journaling, or what a bullet journal is. So you know how sometimes, at the start of the year, we'll get like a planner and we'll write all our to-dos in that planner, and it'll be a way to help us stay organized and everything like that. Well, you can do that in this one, but what is unique about the bullet journal system and method in general is that it kind of merges both the how and the why. So let's say I have a big project. I won't just break down the project into tasks. I'll also be able to hold myself accountable as to why I'm even, embarking on this journey or choosing to do this project in the first place or anything. And so it's a really great way to stay introspective and reflective and introspective. Which, if you know me at all, whether in real life or you've been listening to my podcast or you've been here on the YouTube channel, you know I'm so big on introspection and self-reflection, because that is how we grow. That is how we become better people. And so the bullet journal helps you do just that. It is so customizable. No two bullet journals are the same unless you actually want to copy someone's exact, method. But you can literally make it into whatever the heck you want to make it into. And that's the beauty of it. So all of that said, I want to get into why I chose this specific Leuchtturm 1917 bullet journal. First of all, I chose green, even though everything in my life is very monochromatic. So I like getting black phones, black bullet journals, or either black or like the really tan ones. So I'm really boring in my choices. But because 2023 was so I figured, let's add some color into our 2024 by literally adding some color into 2024. So I went for green, which isn't I didn't go crazy. I just got green, you know, but still, I think it's a pretty color. So here are some of the really cool features about this particular journal, okay? I'm going to be reading because I wrote a list of like the really cool features and then I'll show you, okay? So first of all, every page is 120 grams. Now that is thick paper. And what does thick paper mean? It means it's not going to bleed on the other side. It means you can use any pen with it. It means it's so much more like durable and like holds itself in place. You know what I mean? Like it's got integrity, which I like and I think is important, especially because this is something that I carry every single day. So if the papers are like flimsy and light, chances are they'll rip more often and they just won't be great. But if they're thicker, that's better. Second of all, hardcover, because this is going everywhere with me. So hardcover, which I mean isn't unique to this specific one. You can get lots of other hardcover ones, but it's a pro, yay. Also, you have 206 numbered pages, which is cool for the bullet journal. And I'll get to that once I like start opening the pages and showing you. It's also got 3 bookmarks, not 1, not 2, but 3 bookmarks. So you can, and I'll show you also what I'm using or like what I'm bookmarking, but they're super helpful. I find 3 to be perfect. It also comes with stickers, which I want to show you. It's so cool. It comes with these stickers. I don't even know if you can see. Yeah. So you've got days of the month, and then you've got these like, woo, lightning bolts. And then you've got these circles, which can kind of, you know, mark if things are done or if they're important or if it's an event or whatever. And then just days of the week, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So instead of actually writing things down, you can now just stick it in. And it's all about the ease, you know what I mean? And then it also comes with a grid guide on the inside. Now, what is a grid guide? I shall tell you. So because every single page is so customizable and you make it into whatever you want. Say you want to divide the year into quarters. So you need a page that's divided into quarters. Well, instead of having to count every dot and then figuring out what's 50% of that, that will be your middle point, etc., etc., you now have markers in the middle of the page and on all sides. I'll actually show you, okay? So what I used to do before is, see this page here? It's got markers, it's got like, it'll tell you like the numbers of how many dots to count and everything. Like it basically, it does the setup and the breakdown for you so that you can just always come back to this if you're creating a new spread and you want to see, okay, what's a third of the page, what's whatever, you can just go back to this right away. In the past, I would either create this myself, which would take ages, or I would just ditch it altogether, which meant that every single time I created the spread, I had to count from the beginning. So this comes with it ready-made. So that's a huge plus. And that's what makes this a specific journal specifically for specific bullet journaling. So I find that that's really cool. And then on every page inside, also I hope you can see, it's got the thirds marked for you here and here. And then it's got the center marked for you. And then it's also got the, you know, markers on the side here as well. So if you are a beginner bullet journaler and you want something that's accessible and easy, this is where you go. And then last but not least, it came with a pocket guide. Also, in case my description wasn't sufficient or whatever, which, what do you mean? But anyway, then this will just explain the bullet journal method for you and kind of breaks down, you know, how to use it, why to use it, what's special about the method in general, etc. So it's just like, you know, a very easy, digestible intro into the concept of bullet journaling to begin with. Now, I started my bullet journal journey in 2020 when we were all in lockdown and needed something to do, right? So I started it and I fell in love. But what I found over the last, so this is my 4th, right? What I found over the last 4 years is that I need something more accessible than it is pretty or aesthetically pleasing, right? So in the past, I'd get like colorful markers and like color things in and do the whole thing. And then 1 year after the next, in fact, 1 month after the next, I came to find out, no, I just need something that's accessible, easy to use, that I won't get bored of or sick of. And that is why my method is a very minimalistic approach to bullet journaling. More on that in the next video. But yeah, in a nutshell, this is why I chose this one. I would say so far, so I'm filming this first week of January, I'm really enjoying using this one. I regret some of my decisions as far as what spreads I created and why and stuff. More on that next week as well. But the actual journal itself, I'm really, really enjoying. It's also thicker, so it's got more pages, so that's a plus. I will say there is one thing that I dislike about this bullet journal is that the pages are coated. There's like a coating, like a film on top. And what that means is that I can't use it with either my fountain pens or my gel pens, because then it takes forever to dry. Everything I write takes forever to dry. And what that means is that I have to write something and wait, or if I forget, then it smudges, which happened. I ended up smudging so many of my pages. But other than that, it's so great. I'm really enjoying using it. I can't say I regret my decision. In fact, I'm very excited to see, at the end of the year, how much of this will have been used. And maybe I'll give you a review at the end of the year too, to kind of tell you if it wore and tore well. So yeah, this is my review and this is my choice for this year. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. If you want to see more specific things or you have specific questions, please let me know down in the comments. And let me know in general what kind of content you'd like to see. I would love to make content for y'all. And yep, I'll see you in the next one. Happy 2024.